Now, if you are out of town and heading home, flying someplace, get ready for the sequester delays. Joining us right now, travel expert Kathy Banks. Kathy, the FAA is putting people on furlough. That's having a rather dramatic effect on how late flights are, some of them substantially late. And, of course, lawmakers are saying this is a stunt, that they could have dealt with this in a different fashion.
Yes, I think they could have dealt with it in a different fashion. For instance, the TSA was given a similar imperative as far as cost cutting, and they managed to do it without cutting any screeners. So I'm really not sure what's going on with the FAA, but I do know the impact it's having on travelers.
Well, tell us about that. For people who are traveling, is it at this point just specific hub cities that are having problems?
You know, I've been watching it all week, as you can imagine, and it seems to vary day by day. For instance, on Monday, there was a lot of trouble up in the Northeast Corridor, New York, Washington, D.C., but also they had weather up there, so I'm not sure we can really attribute that to the furloughs. Los Angeles was having furlough issues. On Monday, for instance, 9% fewer flights ran on time than the Monday before. So it is having an impact, but it's not like half of all flights are late or anything like that, but it is definitely having an impact on the people on those delayed flights, especially those trying to make connections. So far this morning, I'm seeing some delays in Chicago that are directly related to staffing, and I'm also seeing delays in Charlotte that I believe are related to staffing.
I would think that all the hub cities would be the ones most likely to have issues, and if I were trying to use the sequester for political advantage, I would make sure that that's the case, because it has the negative impact on the most travelers. And the places like DFW, Chicago, Atlanta, and obviously New York and Los Angeles, I would think those kinds of, and Denver as well, I would think those kinds of cities would be the highest probability of cities that are going to have issues.
Well, I think that's true, even just from the sheer number of flights that hub cities have. They're busier, so it just stands to reason that they would be more apt to have delays.
So, in other words, if people are traveling, anticipate delays caused by the sequester furloughs. Travel expert Kathy Banks. Kathy, thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.